Everyone, I hope you're having a great day and welcome to my latest video where we are going to get into the Anime Collective's article on exciting manga restocks coming soon, manga restock dates 2022. This is usually one of the best resources that you can find to see what's coming back and make your smart purchases in regard to manga. My motto has always been never to pay over sticker price for manga, and that might be something that some of you have done for certain volumes of manga. One thing that I would break that rule for is if the manga is out of print. So lists like these are great, and for early collectors, it's important to know the difference between something that is going out of print and something that is just out of stock at the moment. You might see listings on secondhand sites on eBay or Mercari that say that this version is OOP, which means out of print, and for the most case, that is not true. I've seen so many for Slam Dunk and volumes like that, and in this article, you can tell that they are reprinting volumes of Slam Dunk and stuff of that nature. So be very careful with what you see on secondary marketplaces. You should never have to overpay for manga in this day and age. And I totally get, look, if a volume is out of print, yeah, you're probably going to have to pay up on it because there are going to be no more copies of that manga in the future. But for things that will eventually be reprinted, it's important to know what manga you should play the waiting game with. And if you don't mind paying a little bit extra just to have it in your collection early, that's something that you can make that decision for your collection. But what we're going to be doing today is I have opened a tab, and I have not gone over them yet, of the manga that the Anime Collective has stated is coming back in August. We'll see how much of that remains true. Sometimes things get different delays for different reasons, and if that's true, that's perfectly fine. But it's good to, every once in a while, go through the list, and hopefully you see a manga volume that you've been really waiting for to be reprinted. And if you do, leave it in the comment section and tell me what you're excited to see return. I think we'll do this every month just to raise awareness for manga that's coming back and just keep ourselves aware of not overpaying for manga. So the first volume that we'll talk about is Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, manga volume 8. If you were waiting to round out your collection of this manga, you will not have to wait too much longer. August 26, 2022 is when you should see it. Next is Hell's Paradise, and this one has actually extended a little bit. October 14th, 2022 is now when it's expected. So Hell's Paradise Volume 4 got delayed already and pushed back to October 14th. Next is Hell's Paradise Volume 10. That one is still on track for a release within the next couple of days, August 10th. I Am Hero, Omnibus Volume 9. This item is available for shipping on August 19th, 2022. So if you're looking to round out your Omnibus collection of I Am Hero, you won't have to wait too much longer. August 19th, 2022 is projected when these will ship out. Bungo Stray Dog, Volume 15, should be returning August 26, 2022. For all of you Hunter x Hunter fans, looks like Hunter x Hunter Volume 5 will be coming back in the next couple of days. Hunter x Hunter Volume 16 got delayed a little bit to September 9th. Looks like Hunter x Hunter Volume 24 is on track still for August 10th. August 19th, you should be able to get Hunter x Hunter Volume 28. In a couple days, you should be able to get Hunter x Hunter Volume 32. And then same is true for Hunter x Hunter Volume 36. So for those of you who have been missing pieces to your Hunter x Hunter collection, they should be coming back relatively soon, within a month. Just remember that this is just what's on Barnes & Noble. You could find it earlier, even on sites like Amazon or maybe even Right Stuff or stuff of that nature. This is just a good sign that the book is coming back in stock in retailers. Next is Assassination Classroom Volume 7. This should be hitting shelves and e-marketplaces August 10th for shipment. Then we have Assassination Classroom Volume 9, September 2nd, 2022. So it might have got a little delayed from when they had posted it. And then Volume 13 as well got delayed and pushed back to September 23rd, 2022. Next we have One Punch Man Volume 6. And if you've been looking for this volume, as I've seen on Reddit, a couple people have been, to round out your One Punch Man collection. It should be hitting shelves September 16th, 2022, so it got delayed just a little bit from initially expected. Claymore as well, Volume 1, September 23rd, 2022. Look for me to talk a little bit about Claymore in my weekly manga recap of my vlog, kind of what I'm reading currently. Really good Volume 1. I haven't read more than that at the moment. I got a little bit more into Chainsaw Man, which also I'm really enjoying. But really good, really classic manga from the early 2000s, I believe, but really great. Should be back September 23rd, 2022. Black Torch, Volume 2, should be returning August 26, 2022. Then we have Soul Eater, Volume 15, should be here August 26, 2022. Volume 16 as well. And in the next couple days, you should be able to get Volume 17. So it's definitely something to look out for if you've been looking to round out your collection. I myself have been collecting the perfect editions of Soul Eater. The page quality is just fantastic. So if you've been looking to round out your Soul Eater collection, that's going to be something you definitely want to get. Next is Blue Exorcist, Volume 7. Should be back now September 30th, 2022, so a little later than expected. Haiku, Volume 3, should be in the next couple of days. The same with Volume 17. On the 19th for Volume 19, which is very poetic. On the 20th, for the 20th volume, the 19th as well. Same with the 26th, 33rd, and next couple days you should be able to get volume 36, which looks by the cover, I've never read Haiku or collected it at all, but it looks like by the cover there is some extracurricular activity more than just volleyball. So that should be fun. Next is Yona of the Dawn. It looks like it is no longer available for shipping, so this one, it will not be readily available. You actually can't even purchase it. Same for Volume 3. Volume 5 is still available. What more than likely happened was a bunch of people who were missing those volumes went on Barnes & Noble after reading that or seeing that it was out of stock and purchased what was expected to be shipping. So keep your eye on that. You might still be able to find them on Amazon or other e-retailers. Just keep your in-stock alerts ready for Yona of the Dawn. Volume 9 on the 26th as well as Volume 10. And finally, we'll round out this, at least webpage, I couldn't fit them all in one, with Platinum End Volume 3. I actually picked this up from Amazon a couple weeks ago, but on Barnes & Noble it is also available for purchase. So if you are missing that in your Platinum End collection, it is available now for you to purchase. Next, we will go into Akama. Wow, I never thought I wouldn't be able to say a name. Akama ga Kill 0. I think I said that. Might have butchered it. August 26, 2022. You'll be able to get Volume 2. Skip and Loafer, Volume 1, should be available for purchase August 26, 2022. Snow White with the Red Hair, Volume 3, should be available for purchase August 26, 2022 as well. Monthly Girls, Volume 6, again, should be available on the 26th. Toradora, Volume 5, should be available on the 26th, as well as Volume 4. And Volume 3 should be there on August 19th. So if you've been looking to bulk up your Toradora collection, please know that they're coming back soon. Kakeguri Twin should be out in the next couple of days. Food Wars, Volume 3, should be out on the 26th. Monster Muzumi, Volume 9, I think I've only slightly butchered that, should be available August 19th, 2022. Kami-sama Kiss should be available now September 30th, 2022, so that was a massive pushback, about a month. Kami-sama Kiss Volume 2 should be here August 26, 2022. And Kami-sama Kiss Volume 1 should be here in the next couple of days. And then I believe we have Neon Genesis Evangelion 2-in-1 editions. Volume 5 should be there on September 2nd, as well as Volume 4, Volume 3, Volume 2, and Volume 1. We have one more tab And we start with Death Note. Death Note Volume 10, September 2nd, 2022, so probably got a little bit delayed, as well as Volume 9, Volume 8, Volume 7, Volume 6, Volume 5, and Volume 4 and 3. All expected September 2nd, 2022, so minorly delayed probably from expected on that list because I clicked on everything that said August. Dead Man Wonderland Volume 4 should be here near the end of August on the 26th, as well as Volume 3. This is definitely a series I wanted to get into. Fun fact, this is one of the first series that I actually watched that wasn't Dragon Ball. That was anime back in the day. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know that the story continued at the time, and when I got into manga collecting, it became incredibly hard to find these Dead Man Wonderland mangas, and I was refusing to pay upwards of $300 for 13 volumes of manga. And this is what we as collectors have to watch out for, the inflated prices. Sometimes it sucks to play the waiting game, but it's definitely worth it to not overpay for manga when it's definitely going to be reprinted. So this was not out of print, so it came back. Dogs Volume 5, Bullets and Carnage, got a massive pushback from where it was October 14th, 2022. And I think we have a bunch of Naruto. So the Naruto 3-in-1 edition, Volume 24, which encompasses 70, 71, and 72, is available actually now. So you don't even have to wait. If you purchase it, it will be shipped to you. Same with Volume 2 of the Omnibus, which encompasses Volumes 4, 5, and 6. Next we have Naruto Volume 69, should be here in the middle of August, the 19th. Volume 53 is actually available now if you purchase it. It will ship. Volume 6 should be available at the end of October, at the end of August. Same with Volume 5 and Volume 3. Next we get into Chainsaw Man Volume 1. It actually is available for purchase now for immediate shipment. So if you've been waiting for Volume 1, which is a very frustrating volume to have to wait for if you've been collecting it, so I apologize, but hopefully you were able to read it digitally so you could catch up on your print copies if you are a print collector. Really good series. I actually just finished Volume 2. It is, in my opinion, I don't know if I alluded to it in my manga collection video, which you can watch here, but on the iCard. But I did not really care for Fire Punch all too much. Just the crude jokes in it were a little too much for me. I only got to Volume 3, then I had to stop. Chainsaw Man, you can definitely see an evolution of Tatsuki Fujimoto. I feel like it's a little more mature while still being a little bit immature, if that makes sense, for most of the motivations, and I won't allude to it if you haven't watched it or read it. My apologies, not watched. That's coming out in October. But if you haven't read it, there's still some immaturity, but it's not as crude as in Fire Punch. And if you know, you know. I have to finish reading Fire Punch to give my full opinions on it. But I had to take a break. It was just a little crude to me, and it was a little rough to get through, at least for my taste. And you can love it, which is fine. But I'm definitely still going to try to get through Fire Punch because I now see really, really good writing and illustration in Chainsaw Man, which is a great series. In my weekly reading vlog, you'll be able to hear my opinions on it a little more. Next is Gangsta Volume 5, September 2nd, 2022, so it got pushed back just a little bit. Gangster Volume 4, or Gangsta Volume 4, middle of September now, so that got pushed back a little bit too. Love Me Not is actually temporarily out of stock, which means probably people bought the shipments that were going to come into Barnes & Noble, so they had to take away the buy function so they wouldn't upset a bunch of people. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 6 is actually available, Volume 0 is actually available for purchase now, so if you haven't gotten it, that one was a little bit of a less frustrating not get because it's actually a prequel to the whole story. Should be available now for you to purchase and get delivered. Probably saw a huge spike from when the movie came out because this is what the movie is based off of. And finally, just to wrap it out, Murcielago Volume 1, I believe I said that right, I might not have. Should be here at the end of August 26th, 2022. And with that, we have reached the end of what Anime Collective had listed as their August returning manga restocks for August 2022. We saw that some things got delayed and pushed back. Other things that were listed in the future of August might have been pushed up too. You never know with restocks. Sometimes things are tricky and sometimes things come into stock when you least expect it. So always keep your eye out online. Always keep your in-stock alerts out online. And also don't forget to check your local bookstore every so often. You never know when you're going to find the volume of manga that isn't available online, but might be sitting on a shelf for you to purchase. So that's always something to look out for. In the comments, leave a comment on what you were looking forward to purchasing from this list, if there was a series that you are looking forward to. And I hope you have a great day. Look out for my newest video in about 2 days. Peace.